Mordagain drives the ogres nuts with his singing and Delia lands a side stab on the ogre. Burnloria goes for the missile and Mordagain summons equally annoying creatures. The mage ogre is down. Burnloria and Mordagain go for sleep and horror, waging a psychological warfare on the ogres. Immediately, the bard starts annoying the ogres once again, and Elia disappears in plain sight.
I have not seen more frustrated ogres than those ones here.
Truly they do not know what to do as all their senses are tortured. It's the madhouse here. A kobold shoots down the ogre as Burnloria burns the ogres. Look at that one lucky kobold.
I refuse to believe that this was not planned.
The table has turned, and now the ogres are powerless. One by one they bite the dust. And look at Burnloria. She uses her clever position to cast the Scorcher. She is blazing cool while at it. And dogs are eating the other one alive. The victory is there. What a stunning game.
Well, you may be able to take a hit, but you certainly won't make one fighting such dull brutes. I must provide a more engaging foe for our next fracas.
Well, that was something. We nearly got decimated. To be honest, I am amazed that I survived it at all. Beowulf stepped up to the plate this time around. In my opinion, only thanks to Mr. Deathgaze we have managed to pull through. The ogre mage one-shot us with his spells one by one. This time around I'm just lucky to be breathing. Kristoff, Oversleep Osha and Snaketail were not so fortunate. If I was targeted by any of his spells, I'd be either a toast, or a mush on the arena floor. Ellie revealed that Snaketail rescued her from captivity and introduced her into arts of shadow dancing. It's fair to assume that she was her mentor. I admit that I do not fully comprehend the meaning of losing someone I care about. Maybe that's because I never cared about anyone. But then again, no one cared for me. I cannot be grateful to and for anyone but myself. All I have is because of me and my resolve. But to think of it, I could be thankful to that one lady that bothered me once. I was having a drink at my favorite tavern, the Mithras Inn, when she approached me. She gave me this pamphlet about that student exchange program that changed my life. To be honest, I think I would not have paid her any attention, if it wasn't for her beautiful orangey red hair, that she hid underneath her black cloak. And it was 50% off with it, so it was very enticing. I had a feeling that I saw her somewhere before, but this premonition was not as strong as my confidence that it was actually the first time I met her. Okay, enough about me. Back to the pink girl and her personal loss. Maybe I did not understand the nature of their relationship, but I experienced a feeling that I guess I could describe as some sort of pity for her state. Yes, that's weak on my part, but not as much as it's on hers. All I had to leave me somewhere in my life was this stupid pamphlet. I was lucky it was not some religious cult BS, because I might have ended up with no eyes.
Heed my words. We have been chosen as the recipients of a most holy miracle. I, Gaul, I who have been stripped of my eyes most mercifully, have been shown the truth that has eluded the sighted. The gods that you worship are false gods.
Or something worse. Elia said something about Snaketail rescuing her from captivity, but she stopped at that. I think she did not want to share anything more today. And then, the fresh meat arrived.
Fresh meat.
And boy were they a trio to talk about. First, we got this Duergar fellow, whose name was kinda difficult to pronounce. We nicknamed him Carlos Chippendale. C. Chippendale for short. But then even that was kinda long, so we settled for plain old Chip. If a used car salesman was a character class, he would definitely fit, but the next best thing for him was to become an evil cleric.
Agreed.
And here's this quiet girl. She is very much to herself, but she reminds me of someone really famous. Now I remember, she's an actress. By pure chance I saw her once at the Five Flagons Inn Theater. She performed kind of a really grim pantomime about some family drama. A little bit too artsy-fartsy if you ask me. And the third one is really something. We asked her name, but she only replied with a short grunt. So we simply called her Unji. For those who survived, the last bout was something else. It got many of us to reflect about our lives. Mordigan told me that it bothers him, that there are really nasty places in the world. He told me about music stores where employees are annoyed when customers play certain tunes. He wished he had power to change this cruel and perpetual scrutiny brought upon young musicians. Really a fascinating and interesting world problem to take on. With our fighting capacity significantly reduced, we needed every advice we could get, and a sound advice was given to us.
Divide and conquer is not always the winning strategy. There are times when you should all focus on one target.
It looks like the next battle is going to be pretty much 6 versus 3, because experience-wise, the trio that joined us hardly counts as anything. Thank you everyone for following my adventure, but I'm pretty sure this is the end of me.
Good evening ladies and gentlemen. Once again from the Black Pits it's your co-host Renzo.
And Met Demon on his second mic.
Tonight we have a special treat for you, as it's the Clash of the Titans. In the south, we got Team Burn Gloria with 3 new warriors among their ranks.
First we got Mr. Chippendale, who's an evil cleric that only believes in red spells. Next, it's a mighty half-orc cleric thief called Dung, and her thing is that she does not hold intelligence in high regard. Last but not least, it's a thief mage named Banter, and to quote her, here to slap boys in their backs with a quarterstaff and
chew bubblegum and kick ass.
We should mention that Team Burn Gloria is at a severe disadvantage here, as half of her team got obliterated in a clash with the tribe of very angry and annoyed ogres.
That's right Renzo, and clearly Burn Gloria is the underdog of this fight.
You've beaten my hobgoblin, which means you're exceptionally strong. You've also bested my pet spellcaster, which means that you've studied well. I can clearly not rely on one extreme or another. So instead, I shall crush you with a combination of combatants. Carry on!
Up north they are facing Team Kranka, which sports a well-balanced mix of clerics, casters, and fighters. And they look really nasty when compared to Team Burn Gloria. Let's not linger any longer, and may the fight begin. As usual, Team Burn Gloria does not waste any time as they launch a slew of offensive spells at their opponents. And what an interesting tactic. They use grease mixed with horror, but take a look at that. The archer nicks away 4 HP from Banter, and she is down to 1. Team Crank are down on ground in fumes and grease. Team Burn moves to the right flank but Burn Gloria stays, as she caught some grease on her legs. And the slaughter begins as they chip away the caster's health bar first.
Amazing strategy by Burn Gloria and her team.
The team moves further to acquire the next target. Cyril the archer gets spiked with arrows and darts. Burn Gloria launches MM to weaken the dwarven fighter running around the arena. The archer goes down, and it's 4 versus 6 now.
Next they target the thief as he is an easy pickings due to his lack of armor.
And he's out. 3 versus 6. The crowd wears off.
Even the 3 of them could easily wreck Team Burn Gloria by that point.
It was a calculated risk, but for now it pays off. The horror wears off the dwarf, and Team Burn Gloria might be in trouble.
They successfully interrupt. Nice save. Burn Gloria fries the other fighter.
Oh no, the spells wore off. But look at that, the grease still sticks. The cleric goes for another spell, but there goes another interrupt. It's 2 versus 6 now, but it's not over yet. They projectiles bounce off Kramka's armor, but here's Burn Gloria with a sculpture and the fighter goes down.
Amazing timing from Burn Gloria.
Burn Gloria should remain cautious. And once again, the armor protects the dwarf very well, as he struggles to break free from the grease. Will he make it? No he won't as Burn Gloria nonchalantly steps away, and teases the fighter.
This is kinda sad.
Not for me. I hope they won't run out of bullets and arrows. And there he goes. The team frantically tries to help their leader. The dwarf resembles a porcupine, but he does not surrender. Finally he goes down. That was another amazing play from Team Burn Gloria.
Inconceivable! Get out of here, and take your reward with you.